in Lake Tahoe, and I'm headed to Diamond Peak Ski Resort, which is a partner ski resort with the Las Vegas Lee Canyon Ski Resort. But what's really interesting about Diamond Peak, at least for me, is that it used to be Ski Incline, and this is where I put on my very first pair of skis, so it holds a lot of nostalgic value for me. Ski Incline, or Diamond Peak. See, I still call it Ski Incline. But Diamond Peak is here in Incline Village. And tangent, Incline Village is the area that is closely associated with the television show Bonanza. Because if you know anything about Bonanza, the Cartwrights pretty much owned all of Lake Tahoe, at least on the Nevada side. Like, they owned all of Carson Valley, stretching from northern Lake Tahoe, Mount Rose, all the way down to southern Lake Tahoe into California. And at one time here in Incline Village, they used to have a Bonanza theme park where you could go on hay rides, and they had a set recreation of downtown Virginia City like they used to have in the television show, and they had a recreation of the Cartwright Ranch, the Ponderosa. But that is a major tangent. That has nothing to do with going skiing today. And if you're wondering about Gandalf, I got him registered at a new boarding facility, new to me at least, boarding facility in South Lake Tahoe. So he is spending time with a bunch of other dogs and being occupied. I would hate to leave him in the car, especially how cold it is here. Although it did warm up to 33 degrees, but a couple of days ago it was like, oh man, it was really cold. It was like 2 degrees. All right, cool. So I'm going to take you skiing with me here today at Diamond Peak, which was formerly Ski Incline, and talk a little bit about Lake Tahoe. By the way, there are beautiful views here, and it is a really lovely ski resort. It's not very crowded compared to all of the other ski resorts here in Lake Tahoe. It's very much has a locals feel. So let's get to it. Hi. I'm a season pass holder at Lee Canyon.
You've skied here before?
Yes. In fact, I skied here the very first time when it was Ski Incline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where I put my first skis on.
Oh, I love knowing that. That's cool. But Nicole, I don't know if you're staying here in town or not. But tomorrow night is that.
The Ullr?
Yeah, really
Is
fun.
that how you pronounce it?
Ullr Fest.
Ullr, yeah. I'm actually in South Lake Tahoe, but I may just come up here to see that and not ski.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the tip.
Okay, see
Have
you
a wonderful
later.
day.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Bye, Nicole.
Bye. Okay. Let's go. Those are all the snow machines. Snow cannons. I don't think they really needed to use them too much this year so far. That's the lift I'm going to take next, Crystal Express. Right now we're on Lodgepole. That takes you up to the top of the mountain. So right now I am on Crystal Express. I was just on the lodgepole lift, which is the ski lift right at the lodge, which I'm guessing that's why they call it lodgepole. And Crystal Express, the lift I'm on right now, is indeed an express lift. It goes a little bit faster than the other ones, and it has a gorgeous view of Lake Tahoe. When I first started skiing here in the early 80s, yes, I'm dating myself, and it was called Ski Incline, I don't think this lift existed. It was a very, very baby mountain. It's still a baby mountain, but with the addition of this lift, it's really turned it into something quite special. And you can tell it's a Thursday, even though it's in the middle of the week. But if you go to any other resort, like Heavenly or Palisades, it's definitely going to be a lot more crowded than this. And that's one of the beautiful things about this small local resort is how, I don't want to say deserted, but how open the mountain is. You just don't feel crowded. You don't feel like somebody's going to run into you. It's a great place to learn to ski. It's also a great place to ski casually if you're not into, wanting to go down the mountain too fast or show off. Wow, that's amazing to see all of the Carson Valley covered in snow. You couldn't ask for a more perfect day. Look at that view. This is what you get presented with when you get off the lift at the top of Crystal Express. It's amazing. And on the other side, the Carson Valley. And look, there's barely any people here. I love Diamond Peak for my own personal attachment to it, but also for how community-centered this place is. Whenever I come here, I always like to stop at this memorial rock for the Friends of Ski Incline to appreciate how this place takes care of the memories of those who loved to ski here. Just across from the Friends of Ski Incline Memorial Rock is the Black Diamond run called Loogies, perhaps the most significantly important run here. Loogies is named after Luigi Foger, an integral figure to Diamond Peak. The history of Diamond Peak starts with the history of Incline Village, Nevada, the town in which Diamond Peak resides. The entrepreneurs who founded Incline Village also founded the ski resort that would be a part of the town, Ski Incline, now Diamond Peak. In 1966, they brought in ski expert Luigi Foger. Foger was a veteran of the Army's World War II 10th Mountain Division, an elite military unit of ski troopers, and he was an expert in designing ski areas. Foger figured out just the right placement of the resort to make certain there would be skiable terrain for all levels and so that the resort wouldn't be exposed to too much sun, which could impact dependable snow. On top of Foger's visionary success for Ski Incline, the resort was the first in the West to use snowmaking technology as an added insurance policy for a successful snow season. Perfect, thank you. It's pretty cool over here. You can actually see the Palisades over at Squaw Valley or Palisades Tahoe from this lift. And if you have a really good zoom camera, you can see the Siberia lift over there. The lift I'm on right now is Lakeview, and this is the lift that you take if you want to go up to the Snowflake Cafe I think that's the name of it, which is their refreshment and food stand with a gorgeous view of the lake.
Another important figure in the history of Ski Incline / Diamond Peak is Jürgen Wettstein. Ski Incline had yet to develop the upper part of the mountain for skiing, but Jürgen, the Ski Incline general manager, saw its potential, saying, "We used to say the view from the top is one of the most spectacular views in the world." After many obstacles, including public meetings, research, and reports, Wettstein led the development of the mile-long Crystal Express quad chairlift that reaches the top of the peak. The resort's name was changed to Diamond Peak at Ski Incline because of the more advanced black diamond terrain the new lift provided access to. Over time, Ski Incline was dropped and the resort was simply called Diamond Peak. The Crystal Express chairlift has a dedication plaque at the base. It is dedicated to Jürgen Wettstein. The blue ski run named the Great Flume as you exit left of Crystal Express is an homage to the history of the area surrounding the Comstock lode. The Great Log Flume was built to get logs out of the Tahoe Basin, over the mountains, and over into the Carson Valley to help build the mine in Virginia City.
So after a couple of runs, it's time to stop at the Snowflake Lodge and get a beer and look at the incredible views of Lake Tahoe. I'd like to get an IPA. Is the hazy like really juicy? I mean, is it fruity sweet?
You wanna try?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I'll have a Disco Ninja. It's got a great name. Alright, I'm about to do this Eagle Bowl. It's a black diamond. I'm not too worried about it. Not to take anything away from Diamond Peak, but the black diamonds here are far less intimidating than the black diamonds at Palisades / Squaw. So, here we go. All right, I'm in Diamond Bowl, and it's not really that steep. I'm not really sure why they're calling it a black diamond. Maybe because it's not groomed, maybe because there's a lot of trees. What's really nice about it is there's nobody over here, and you're really not that far away from the main run, which is right up there. can't see anybody, but like over that ridge, that's the main run, and it's easy to connect to it. But I mean, look at that view. Oh my gosh. I mean, you could just sit down here and have a picnic. Although technically there are no bad views in Lake Tahoe. I mean, seriously. So right down there, where my pole is pointing, is where the Snowflake Lodge is. And obviously you can see how awesome of a placement that bar and restaurant is.
After my ski day on Thursday, I came back to Diamond Peak on Friday afternoon to check out their Ullr Fest, and I brought my little micro Yeti, aka my trusty sidekick Gandalf, to join me in the fun. Before venturing out into the snowy cold, it's imperative to get Gandhi bundled up in his snowsuit and booties, which is what I'm doing here. If you're not familiar with what an Ullr Fest is, neither was I. Ullr is the Scandinavian god of winter. Apparently, Ullr Fests are a thing at ski resorts. For Diamond Peak's version, they use the celebration as a way to raise money for the Diamond Peak ski team. The celebration is filled with Viking hats. Lots and lots of Viking hats. People in Viking attire, and at the end, a giant Viking bonfire.
Maybe he's supposed to be winter.
It's the kids from the ski team who are the stars of the show. They parade through the crowd at the base of the lodge while the Olympic theme fanfare is playing. Sorry, I can't play that part, copyright laws and all. They then take a lift to the top of the run where they ski holding torchlights following one another, snaking down the mountain while Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song accompanies the whole Viking vibe of it all. Again, I wish I could play for you that part, because it was pretty awesome to watch them ski down the hill listening to Led Zeppelin. I have to say, it was a lot of fun to see the support this Diamond Peak community has for their future Olympians. Everyone cheering on these kids was so heartwarming and brought back many memories of the first time I was about their age putting on my first pair of skis. Thanks so much for joining me on this adventure. Please like the video, definitely subscribe, and leave me a comment. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next adventure.